seen the ads online advertising for jobs where you work at home, and you may be wondering, are they really legitimate? News Channel 36 anchor Dion Lim has the story of a woman who's doing just that and how it could pay off for you.
So today, some answers to help close the gap between your income and your bills, all from the comfort of your own home. Joining me now is internet trend expert Regina Lewis with her top 5 picks for legit at-home cyber jobs that will help supplement your paycheck. Hi there, Regina.
Hi,
Thanks so much for joining us.
Of course.
So I guess the key word here is legit, because we know there's a lot of them out there. But how big of a trend is this? You seeing a lot of people turning to the internet?
It's a big trend. The lead says the entire story. I think people want a little bit more control over their financial destiny, and they're reading the cards that they have correctly when they turn online, because that is in fact where the jobs are. Hundreds of thousands of full, part-time, and independent contractor positions expected to be added in 2010. It makes perfect sense, especially if you've lost a job, your spouse has lost a job, or if you're juggling childcare or elder care. That flexibility can be invaluable. Plus, you've got to look at your industry. Whole industries have changed. Customer service, newspapers come to mind. So this internet thing is very empowering. It's too big a trend to ignore. Don't dodge it. Play right into it.
How many times lately have you gone through the day stressing about the bills you're going to get tomorrow? Wished you had a reliable standby way to generate quick or emergency cash anytime you wanted? Or wondered if there was a way you could pick up extra income without quitting your day job? Why do I ask? Only because until recently, finding a replacement income was almost all I could think about. I'll never forget the day it happened. I felt like I was going to be physically sick. It started like any other workday. I'd had the same job as a secretary at a typical office building downtown. It was boring, but it paid the bills. Except that day. Almost as soon as I got to work and sat down at my computer, I got a message that my boss wanted to see me. He asked me to sit down, and from the look on his face, I knew I wasn't getting the raise I needed. Instead, I was being let go after almost 5 straight years of hard work, right in the middle of the worst job market in years. There wasn't even enough in my checking account to pay the rest of the bills for that month, without digging my credit card debt even deeper. All I knew was something had to give, and fast. I started scheduling interviews and sending out resumes nonstop, and I'm a little embarrassed to admit what happened next. But if you've looked for work yourself lately, you know how desperate you can get when it feels like every application you send out just disappears into a black hole. One day, I was surfing an online job site when I saw a banner ad for an online work-from-home job, promising that I could work from home and make about 3 times more per hour than I'd ever made in my life. Well, even though I should have known better, I got my credit card out of the drawer where I'd been hiding it from myself so I wouldn't use it. And while I wish I could tell you that was some big turning point that solved all my money worries for good, the humiliating truth is I never even got the work-from-home kit I was promised, much less the huge hourly checks the ad told me would start showing up in my mailbox. All I got was a gut-wrenching feeling in the pit of my stomach because my bills were piling up. And now, on top of not having a job or a paycheck, I'd also been played for a fool. Still, I couldn't let go of the idea that I might be able to replace my income online. Partly because, by this point, I was running out of options fast. So I started browsing around on forums, asking for information anybody might have to make a legitimate way to make money from home. Yet most people just seem to have the same experience I had. That is, nothing to show for it except a bigger credit card bill and an embarrassing story. But then, I got an email from a hiring agent who had seen one of my job board postings, asking me if I'd be willing to submit an application for a position that at first sounded too good to be true. In fact, he told me I would be guaranteed a position as long as I simply filled out the application. After the last time, I wasn't about to be scammed again. So I called the phone number at the bottom of this email. And the business he told me about was like nothing I'd heard of before. Yet it actually made sense. The short version is, believe it or not, you can start working today for major companies, doing a particular task that requires no training, and you don't even need to leave your house. You see, even though about 1 in 10 people are unemployed right now, and even though employers are getting even pickier about who they'll hire, many of the world's biggest companies are quietly hiring at a record pace, and most people still don't know about it. Even better, you don't even need to be an employee for these companies to pay you. You don't even need to leave your home either, or keep to a schedule, or work any set number of hours. You control how much time you put in and when, and how much money you earn. Then you simply get paid, either by PayPal or with checks just like these, every single month. I know, sounds almost too good to be true, right? That's what I thought until I found out the same companies who spend millions of dollars advertising on TV, on the radio, and on giant billboards around town also spend millions just to get the opinions of everyday people like me. People who might shop in their stores, buy their products, or visit their websites. I found out that just the simple, usually multiple choice answers on surveys like the ones at the top of this page are worth big money to these companies. And they're willing to pay up to $50 or more per survey just for spending 30 to 60 minutes per day in your spare time filling them out online. These surveys aren't boring either. In fact, they're not only lucrative and fast, they're usually fun to fill out. So here's another question for you. Now that you know there are Fortune 500 companies out there who need your opinion and want to pay you more for each 30-minute survey you fill out than many people make in a whole workday, how many of these surveys would you fill out every single day? Just picture this. You wake up in the morning to go to work, and your commute is as short as the walk to your home office, where you sit down for just a few minutes to check the earnings from the previous day. The day is yours to do with as you please. You fill out as many simple surveys as you need in order to start socking away a vacation fund for one of several family trips you plan on taking this year. And then you're done. You've got all the time you need to enjoy the company of family and friends, read a good mystery novel, or just enjoy the outdoors. Okay, we're talking about me here, so feel free to imagine what you would do without taking recommendations from me. But the point I'm trying to make is that this doesn't have to be a fantasy. It can be your everyday reality. How? Remember, the market research from these simple surveys is worth millions of dollars to the kinds of companies where you eat and shop every day. That's why there are literally unlimited surveys available for you to fill out 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. There's zero startup costs or experience required, just access to a computer and an internet connection. And this opportunity is now available to anyone worldwide. Companies are eager for as many opinions as they can get, and you can work on your own schedule with no deadlines, and earn a great extra paycheck without even quitting your job, cutting into your social life, or even giving up your free time. You don't need any prior experience, a degree or special skills, any set time commitment. You set your own hours day by day. And again, you can do this full-time or on the side while you keep your day job. Heck, some people I know even fill out these surveys while they're watching TV. Are you going to get rich filling out these surveys? Probably not. But if just an extra $300, $500, $1,000 or more per month would help you, pay your bills stress-free. Take that vacation you've been planning forever, or even quit your job if you choose. Then you owe it to yourself to find out what it's really like to hold that first extra check in your hands, to open up that envelope, and rather than the usual junk mail, see a check for money you just earned clicking your mouse at your home computer. Just like this Paid for Opinions member.
I was almost ready to give up on ever really making extra income online. I thought I'd tried everything, until I got this check. That's when I knew for sure that this is the real deal. Thanks.
So now, let me ask you one final question. Are you ready? Ready to finally discover a way to generate extra money online that puts you in complete control of how much time you spend and how much you earn, all without any new skills to learn? Right now, you're just one short step away from getting instant online access to thousands of paid surveys per day. And you can start right away thanks to our direct relationships with hundreds of companies. One of the most important things to consider about making an extra income online is working with trustworthy, reputable companies. At Paid for Opinions, we've carefully built an exclusive database of companies who are both profitable and fun to work with. And because we've taken the time to put this list together for you, and we update it daily, you'll never run out of paid surveys to complete. Just log in with your username and password, select a survey you want to get paid for, and complete it. Usually just 30 minutes or less. Or if you have a little more time, get paid even more for participating in an online focus group. Plus, since we work with these companies every day, you're pre-qualified to get paid to fill out their surveys as a Paid for Opinions member. And when you sign up as a Paid for Opinions member right now, you'll also get access to this extremely limited bonus gift absolutely free. You'll get even more extra paychecks with these additional little-known but highly lucrative streams of income when you get paid to read emails, a $17 value. Yes, get paid by big companies just for reading simple emails with no need to buy anything. And get paid to be a secret shopper, a $27 value. Once you're on the list, you get to hang out in your favorite stores, get paid, and get free products. Plus, get an instant $25 cash bonus instantly when you fill out your first paid survey from the Paid for Opinions databank. And even though you're getting lifetime access to our constantly updated database of paid survey offers, if you act right now, I'll waive the monthly membership fees, so you only need to pay once. That means you can lock in unlimited access to Paid for Opinions for just a one-time investment with no hidden charges and nothing to pay ever again. Just click the big orange Add to Cart button underneath this video right now, and I'll see you in the members area. And just so you know, you're completely protected from day one by my unconditional, no questions asked, 100% refund guarantee, fully backed by ClickBank.com. That means you must be absolutely thrilled with your new Paid for Opinions membership, or I refuse to keep a penny of your investment. Once you join today, if you're not satisfied for any reason, or no reason at all, just send me an email and I'll immediately return every penny you paid on the spot. No runarounds and no explanation needed, and we'll part friends. Again, all you need to do to get started risk-free right now is click the big orange Add to Cart button directly underneath this video, and I'll see you inside.